What's up, guys? So we did a 5-6 drop on this truck. Everything's on there, but the problem is the tires are still rubbing. He's probably gonna have to come back for some tubs, but the whole issue of this truck, and pretty much the reason why I'm making this video, is to show you all the importance of why you should drop your truck first before you buy wheels. So these wheels, I want to say they're like some Chinese knockoff, Chinese offset Milani wheels, right? So on the back of the wheel it says it's a 9.5, 22, whatever, but when you actually measure the wheel, I want to say it measured about 10.25, almost 10.5. So it sticks out a lot, and that was a big problem because it was rubbing. I was barely even able to get the truck out of the shop and like turn it around and park it up. So we had to take the wheels off, dismount the tires again, and send them out to go get them machined. Roughly the customer spent about like $300 just on machining. The tires are probably another $300. And yeah, man, I've been having this truck here for quite a while already, all because of the wheels. I've done combos with 22s, but you know, the wheels were actually a true 9.5. They weren't like a Chinese knockoff offset, whatever. But yeah, she's almost ready to go. So I mean, the only thing right now we're gonna basically take it apart again in the front and add a 1-inch spacer, and hopefully that picks up the truck enough to where, you know, he could drive it, because I couldn't even drive it. I was probably going like 25 miles max. And yeah, just stay tuned, and I'm gonna show y'all pretty much how to take it apart in the front and pretty much putting on that spacer. All right, so check this out. I don't know if you could see it, but this is the back of the wheel. This is basically what they machined, and they took off a good chunk of it, half an inch. And if you can see inside, they had to redo the seats, each one. That way the lug nuts can sit in there. And this is what you have now. The hole is a little bit bigger, obviously, because I had to drill it and put the seats in there, so you can see each individual one. It's basically custom whenever you get these type of wheels. This just comes to show you what you have to go through when you don't get the right wheels, I guess you could say. But I mean, we can make anything fit. It's not a problem. It's just really time consuming. But this is why I tell people all the time, like, just get your wheels. Get your drop first, then get your wheels. But this truck, yeah, he's running the IHC 5-inch control arms, upper, lower, and it works with your factory spindle and factory spring. But we're just gonna go up on it a little bit, just an inch, because it's rubbing. I don't know if you guys can see, it's rubbing up there, it's rubbing on the little plastic, and on the other side, if I'm not mistaken, it's probably rubbing a little bit more. Yeah, it's rubbing up there. I mean, shit, just look at that bolt. Like, seriously, fuck up the tire. Alright guys, so check this out. Basically, to take this bad boy apart, you're gonna start with your brake line right here thing. It's a 10. Disconnect it up here. Get some light in there. Say disconnect it up there. The shock, it's either a 14 or a 15. These new sway bars are a 14. The tie rod end, it's a 19 since it's aftermarket. I want to say the original ones are 18s. And then for the actual ball joint that goes on top of the spindle, it's a 19. The bolts for the brake caliper, they're 18s. So yeah, just take all that shit apart and then just set it off to the side. Right now what I'm gonna do is just drop this thing, get the coil spring out of there, put the new spacer on, and just put it back together. See where the truck sits, and then just repeat it, do the same thing on the other side. I went ahead and got him new shocks because the ones that he currently has right now, I mean, I don't know if you could tell, but I compressed them, went to the store, and then they just stayed like that. So they're pretty worn out. Got him some new ones, some Monroes. They didn't have the same yellow ones, but these blue ones, they work also. Or you can also get some DGM CalMax ones. They, I don't know, from experience, they don't really make a big ass difference. They're both smooth. On the newer ones though, yeah, I would either go factory or get some Beltec Street Performance. But in this situation, you're pretty much good getting the Monroes if you're not able to get the DGM CalMax right away. But other than that, yeah, we're ready to go. Alright, I just wanted to show you all the difference. This is the stock one. I wouldn't even call it a spacer, it's more like a isolator, so the spring doesn't make any noise in there. This is the aftermarket we're gonna be installing in there, and it's supposed to pick up about an inch, and it looks pretty thick, but just keep in mind, you know, it has the grooves inside and outside. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Compare them. There you go.